I will do anything to make this stop. The death threats telling me to kill myself and saying I was never sick in the first place is something I cannot handle.
The really interesting wrinkle is that this guy's been a huge fan of ours, and actually there's been a ton of interactions.
Oh my god, the Jake guy lied in his video. And then on top of that, you've got this awkward moment that he's created where he's not really in a position to work there, where he's like trying to get him to give him a job. Oh god, this is so cringe, man. Oh god, I'm in physical pain from the cringing, dude. It's like, oh, I hate shit like that so bad. He was waiting in the hotel for him like the fan. Bro, that is so cringe. Have some self-respect, man. So, wait. It's all hitting me like a truck right now, okay? We're saying that they're potentially, that this guy is just full of it. So, I'll just quickly fill you in, for those of you that don't know, okay? There's a guy, what's the guy's name? Dolittle or something, his name. Some little cringe weirdo made a video about Ethan Klein. Jake Dolittle. I covered it, and actually it ended up as a segment because it was quite funny. But this little ill fella made a video claiming that Ethan Klein was pretending to have lupus for cash from his audience. And it was one of the most pathetic displays I've seen in some time. It was such an obvious hit piece. It was crazy. And he was there going like, oh, well, he said this thing as a, you know, Ethan Klein was obviously joking about something to do with lupus. The whole point of the bit that Ethan Klein was doing is that it was unlikely he actually had this disorder, but he's such a hypochondriac that he was saying things and worrying about it, you know, even as his staff and his team were telling him he was being kind of dumb in certain ways, right? That was the long and the short of it. It was something of nothing. You know, you wouldn't have even known about it because unless you're a big H3 fan, because it was kind of like, you know, packed into other types of content that he was doing. Literally something of nothing. And this Dolittle fella comes along and he does this, the entire video is him going, actually, you're joking about this thing. And, you know, and he's pointing out like obvious jokes that he's making and trying to break it down and point out where he's wrong and where medically he's wrong and he should go to his doctor and all this shit. You know, it was crazy. And the whole point of it was just a little comedy thing, joking about him, you know, worrying he's got lupus when he probably doesn't. Okay? It was wild. Anyway, he was very smug and very obnoxious in the entire video. And then Ethan Klein, in announcing his return stream, made it pretty clear that he was going to be addressing the video, which made this guy basically shit himself. So this was his response. Well, this was Ethan Klein's announcement of his return stream. My face when I'm excited to return to the podcast tomorrow. And then, this was Jake's response to that. I will do anything to make this stop. The death threats telling me to kill myself and saying I was never sick in the first place is something I cannot handle. Maybe don't make a video about Ethan Klein then, with shitty arguments. I don't know, bro. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Feels like this is a consequence meeting your action, and you don't like it. It's like a sort of me sowing. Yeah, this is great. Me reaping. What the fuck? I was trying to make a video from the perspective of a sick person and it didn't connect with everyone. I was in the hospital last week after posting the video and I legitimately cannot handle any more. I apologise to everyone involved. Listen, I'm not like big into like this, like obviously if someone's feeling bad about something, it sucks for them, right? But he literally brought this on himself. He literally brought this on. I don't know what he was thinking. Why would you, like, if you want to make a video about Ethan Klein, make one with strong arguments or something like that, or something that's actually substantive. But he made an entire video crafted around Ethan Klein joking that he might have lupus. It was such a stupid video to make. So anyway, Ethan Klein did indeed respond. And people are saying, oh, maybe he's just autistic or something like that. He probably does have some sort of mental issue. But apparently, from what I understand, the truth is a little bit deeper than that. So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened.
In the perceived hierarchy.
Oh, wrong link.
Okay, sorry. I see. All right. So let's talk about this dude, Jake. Do better.
Fucking got him, dude.
So there's all these weird wrinkles in this story. Let's start from the top here.
We love wrinkles.
Jake Dolittle made a video called Ethan Klein, Harmful or Hypochondriac, in which he, amongst other things, accuses me of the whole lupus arc that we've been going through of me trying to like figure out what's wrong with me. He accuses me of lying about being sick to make money, which is bananas.
It's so crazy.
As I'll get into.
Bananas at how he knew that.
Like, as if Ethan Klein needs to lie about being sick to make money. The guy's fucking loaded. And he doesn't even need to say, and he gets fucking super chats and shit chucked at him. He doesn't need to lie to make money. It's so delusional.
It's so accurate in his assessment. It's crazy.
How did he know?
How did he know?
He's an insider. He's an insider.
I have a big reveal, Salt Lake City style. I am Jake Dolittle.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is this? Really, bro? You're going to really say that about Gypsy Rose? She was being poisoned by her mom. That's just not cool. He said it about her too.
I don't know what this fucking is, but it's funny. I don't even know what the context is.
Gypsy Rose, harmful hypochondriac.
Oh my God.
That's not cool, man.
Oh my God.
But the whole video is just a bizarre, really weird personal attack and a really strange gatekeeping of chronic illness. And the really interesting wrinkle is that this guy's been a huge fan of ours. And actually, there's been a ton of interactions of him trying to reach out and get noticed and get attention from almost everybody on the crew.
Let's go! Scorn Lover. The Scorn Lover routine, apparently. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Here's why I don't feel bad talking about this. One, when he put out a teaser right before we went on break, all the comments were like,
the chronic illness community is coming for you. However, this morning we were too tired to get out of bed. So, you know, maybe tomorrow we'll get round to it. But we are coming. Watch out for us. We're coming for you.
Like, this isn't a good idea. Like, Ethan does have stuff, and all the lupus stuff is just joking. And like, every single comment was pretty much like, don't do this. Also, AB, because when you saw that, you told me that you think it's just a joke because it's such a silly premise.
I was like, there's no fucking way. Because I kind of seen it in passing, but I thought it was just he was clickbaiting you for the teaser or something unrelated. Sort of the way.
I thought it was going to be some big joke. And the dude was going to be like, oh, I told you this is all a big joke of how absurd it was. It was literally the fucking glasses up nose emoji shit where Ethan Klein was making some offhand joke. And the guy was like, actually, I think you'll find if you refer to this document, it says this about it. And you should actually speak to your doctor. It was crazy the way the guy was talking about it.
The way that iDub said his content cop on Ricegum, he called it Jake Paul content cop. I thought it was going to be something like that, but I was wrong.
I think we all slowly realized, like, holy shit, this guy's being serious.
Yeah.
Because he started answering the comments like,
oh yeah,
there was like some random person like, I have lupus and I thank you for everything you're doing. He's like, I'm making this video for people like you. And we're like, oh shit, he's being serious. So AB, from a place of kindness, because I knew the minute I saw him doing this, that it was going to make him look really bad and really dumb. And AB kindly reached out to him and said, hey, just so you know, this is really weird that you're doing that. That's it. And he used it against us in his video. Hold on.
Yeah, I was asking him if this was just clickbait or if he was serious about it. And when he told me he was serious, I'm like, as a fan, you know that sounds fucking insane, right? Like, that sounds insane. But again, as I'm recording,
here's him talking about it. Again, I want to watch the whole thing. Trust me, guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But here he is talking about AB's message to him.
This yesterday, I posted a teaser to this video, and I've received more backlash than I've gotten in a very long time. So much so that somebody from the H3 crew direct messaged me and called me insane for thinking this.
So I mean, that's a pretty charged statement, and
I mean.
But that's not exactly what happened.
That's not exactly what happened.
I'll show the
but also,
people correctly guessed that it was AB. Thank you, AB.
Yeah.
Here's the AB exchange, or here's the exchange so you guys can see it. This is pretty good, right? Like, I can't even. And by the way, as a fan of the show, you know I'm the pettiest, messiest bitch online.
How is he a fan? I don't know.
Well, I'll go through it. He's like a mega fan.
He thought he was going to get away with being dishonest and not think Ethan was going to clap back with leaks and shit. God, he's such an idiot.
Yeah.
Wild. It's wild.
It's wild to me, like the joke, you know?
He's like the worst type of person online in that he's a fan of the show, and we push the edge, and we're super offensive on a daily basis. Yet when I lightly brush against the one thing that he knows about, all of a sudden it's a full-on revolt. Like, bro, you didn't care about all the other shit?
Yeah.
You got to stick up for. He said apparently one time in the video, I was stealing lupus glory. Lupus glory.
What the fuck?
So here's the text message, AB. You want to read it? I can read it.
You can read it.
So AB texted him, and you guys were on talking terms. You guys even did a collab together.
Yep. I'll hold off on that, but this is why I don't fucking do collabs. My one and only collab. This is why I fucking told him no. I'm gonna hold off. Go ahead. I'll wait.
You can do them, AB. It's fine.
I know, but this is why I don't. I know
He's
you're
cursed.
okay with it. I know you're okay with it, but this was exactly my fucking fear. And
God,
the first person I do it with, this shit happens. He does it the day we go on break, so I got to stress about it all fucking break too. I'm gonna hold off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll say as a footnote here. This came out right after we went on break, and when I watched this, I was honestly pretty upset by it. And I wanted to react so bad, do an Ethan Klein video, but I'm really glad that I restrained myself, enjoyed my break, and now I can come back and talk with all you guys about it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I restrained myself and waited until now.
I was impressed with you because I held off on watching it all the way through until last night, and I was infuriated. So
I haven't watched it.
We still haven't watched it.
I literally make it
It's
10 minutes.
impossible.
And he, as a fan, he knew to do it right before break because that's when you put out your Ethan Klein videos. I
But you
believe
think he
that,
was wanting the reaction?
yes, I think he underestimated the response. I thought he probably thought he would get some, pushback, but nothing that serious, and then he would bait you into responding.
Well, I think there's like a huge market for Ethan hate videos. So like I think if you're trying to tap into that, you'll probably piss off some of our fans who are defensive of me, and then you'll probably get a whole bunch of new fans who are like, I hate Ethan, But I don't think he got anyone. I saw people on social media who like are straight up like do not like me, being like, what the hell was the point of that video? Anyway, AB says, I'm assuming your new video is clickbait. Lol. He responds, hey buddy, as someone who has dealt with chronic illness and has a nonprofit for people with chronic
I love the fact that this guy is like one line message and it's boom, he's getting a big old juicy fucking response. I'm surprised this Jake guy had the energy to type all this out. Little chronically ill freak. Oh, I'm so ill. Oh, gotta type out a big message. Oh no. Probably took him a day to fucking put this together, I'd imagine. Had to take a couple of breaks in between.
illness. I have to talk about it. The goal is not to cancel anybody, but lying about doctors thinking he has lupus, self-diagnosing on the show, comparing lupus to other, quote, more serious diseases, and getting donations in support of a diagnosis he doesn't have is the problem with online self-diagnosis and feeding on sympathy. After speaking to women who are suffering financially and physically from this illness, I decided to make this video. You're not mentioned at all, but I will be saying how I have relationships with people around him. And that, by the way, that was a lie. He said, I mean, he didn't say your name, but he definitely snitched on you.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. He says, I will be saying that I have relationships with people around him, and I don't want that to jeopardize anything. Okay. So AB said, that's insane, dude. As a viewer, I'm honestly shocked that you would take that seriously in any way possible. You did not call him insane. You said that is insane.
Like the take is insane.
Yeah.
It's an insane take.
Oh my god, the Jake guy lied in his video. That's bait for the leftoids. Oh, you called you insane? That's ableist. He never said he was that is insane, as in his take is insane. God, what a fucking little liar as well. God, I hope this guy I'm feeling very fucking vindictive at the moment, right? Okay? I am sick of being nice. People like this should be fucking lit up. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Lying to make some gay hit piece because Ethan joked about having lupus. Good, hope your fucking entire life gets wrecked. I'm only joking. No, don't do anything, guys. Listen to brigading, okay? Fuck me. I've got a very vindictive streak today. I don't know what my problem is.
Yeah. So, did that just come up now? Oh, fuck. Jake's going to make a sequel. Members go up, just gave 250 euros, man. No, charge that back, bro. I'm not trying to steal Lupus glory. For Ethan's
no.
lupus. Sorry, Jake.
Fuck! What are you
No,
doing,
you're getting
dog?
us in trouble.
Sorry, Jake belittle it. I
Screwing
hope
us.
you saw he usually doesn't disclose taking 90% from his charity's merch profits.
Are you feeling that cream and venom flowing through your veins? It does feel like I'm wearing the venom. Is it Venom? That's the Spider-Man villain, right? Venom. When he wears the Venom suit and he suddenly becomes a lot more malicious, spiteful, and vindictive. I feel like I'm wearing the Venom suit today.
Oh, okay. I wasn't even going to go there with the guy. I'm trying to keep it to the, I'm not trying to like go in and ruin this guy's whole life. So that being said,
Too nice. Destroy him.
this guy's going to look like a real fucking idiot when we're done.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
And then the third and final point that I don't feel bad is that it's still on his YouTube channel. Look at this idiot. I didn't even say anything. I put out one little, yesterday I put out an Insta story. Where is it?
It's the
Where is
story
it?
was so good,
Your
bro.
Insta story from yesterday?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up if you
Thought
can
I
find
had.
it.
I got it right here.
Oh, here. This,
That
I mean,
beeping is you, right?
his has both.
His
So
Heart rate monitor.
That's what I thought, yeah. Just making sure.
Oh, I was getting confused.
his has both. So literally all I posted was my face when I'm excited to return to the podcast tomorrow with his face there, smiling nicely, sweetly. And that was how I felt. Didn't say anything else.
So
Didn't say
good,
anything about him the
man.
whole break.
Nothing.
And here's what he responded. He says,
Oh, no, I thought what it was is that's the merch. He takes 90% of the merch sales, but it's non-profit. I mean, it's a non-profit, so most of it goes to the non-profit stuff, I would have
I
thought.
will do anything to make this stop. Dude, it's on your channel. It's still up on your channel. What
Make
the fuck
what
are you
stop?
talking about? I didn't even say anything about you. It's still on your channel. Clearly, you're not doing it. If he would have removed it during the break, I wouldn't have cared. I would have. By the time the break came, I was very kind of, my emotions had simmered, and I was like, I wasn't angry anymore. So if he had removed it, I would not be doing this.
Ooh.
I'm thankful on one hand that he didn't, because this is good content. He says, I will do anything to make this stop. The death threats, telling me to kill myself, and saying I was never sick in the first place is something I cannot handle. I was trying. That's literally what you did to me in your video, but okay. I was trying to make a video from the perspective of a sick person and didn't connect with everyone. I was in the hospital last week after posting the video, and I legitimately cannot handle it anymore. I apologize to everyone involved. So obviously, you know, don't send death threats. That's crazy. And don't, you know.
I think a huge amount of viewers and content creators are fed up with the lying, disingenuous bullshit. All the highlights of the wanky commies recently, the Mama Max shit. Yeah, I'm just sick of people lying about stuff. You know, listen, call me FDR. Call me the FDR of YouTube, okay? I just want a fair deal. I want a new deal. No, I just want a fair deal for people. I want fair discussion based on facts. This dishonest lying bullshit is so infuriating. And it's going to continue. It's going to continue on. It's just sickening to me that people like this little weaselly fuck can hide behind being, oh, I'm very chronically ill. And they can hide behind that while they pump out complete dross, unreasonably shitting on someone for no reason. It's so fucked.
Be mean. However, I do notice this trend of people. And by the way, this man made a video.
Yeah, exactly. You might be thinking I'm like FDR because of his, you know, what did he even do? I don't even fucking know. I'm just fucking referencing it. Because he put Asians in camps. That's why I'm like FDR. Okay?
Making a super personal attack on me, knowing that I'm a messy bitch. And then when I just show his face, he's like, no. Someone had a good analogy. It's like when your little brother
was that
punches
another
you
one?
And then when you're going to hit him back, he goes, no, I'm done.
Who put the Asians in camps?
He's like, bro, come on. You made your
I'm
bed.
that guy.
And now you got to sleep in it. And again, it's still on your channel.
Yeah, the
How
first
can you
sentence,
say you've done anything
I
to
will
make
do
it
anything
stop?
to make this stop. But do what? Make what stop? I don't even know.
Oh, he just private it. Well, it's too late, bro.
Oh, is it now?
That's true. No, it's too late.
Oh, it's just gone private. Because there was FDR. Who was the guy before? There was another guy that was also called Roosevelt, weren't they? I think there's something else.
It's too late, James.
Oh my
You had
God.
all 3 fucking
God.
weeks to do it, man. He's watching, I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
Jake, you had 3 weeks, and every comment on the video was like, this is a bad take. Social media, this is a bad take. Nobody was down with it.
What the fuck is one sub on Kick? Nobody wants to give him 16 cents per day. No, it's fine. Listen, no one should ever feel pressure to give money to me. Unless you really want to. It's all good. But yeah, anyway, I should probably do a shield. It's been a little while. Guys, thank you for watching the stream. If you want to support me, there's a couple of ways you can do that. I'm probably going to watch... How long is this? We got time to watch the whole thing, I think. I think we could do the whole thing. What speed are we on? Yeah, I reckon we'll be able to do it. We're going to watch the whole thing today, so it's done. Okay. DSP moment. Guys, I can't afford to pay my rent. My taxes are due. Also, I can't afford groceries. I can't afford energy drinks and Coca-Cola. I'm going to waste away. Please give me money or I'm going to die. Thank you. Also, I've got cancer. Anyway, please give generously.
And it took him until now, for some reason, when I'm here actually defending myself. Like, bro, you have a public video up with like 125,000 views, and people that aren't familiar with me and my show can take away a really nasty impression of me. So, of course, I have every single right to come here and respond. And the fact that you just took it down now is not going to save you, brother. You might as well just bring it back up.
Public that shit.
You know, fuck it.
Bro,
Don't worry, we have backups.
Yeah, of course, we downloaded it.
Don't worry, Jake.
This is
You got it.
gold.
Well, of course, we downloaded it because my...
Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Listen. Oh, I reckon I'll tell you what happened here. He kept the video up, right? Until the very last moment, until H3 went live. I reckon that video was up, accruing as much fucking cash as possible until the last possible moment to try and save himself. I reckon that's probably what happened there.
Idiot expectation is that he's going to erase this.
We got him.
And he didn't. Almost a whole month, he did not. So, but yeah, we downloaded.
Why is he doing this?
It's so embarrassing, bro.
But wait, I mean, you guys haven't even seen the video and how mean-spirited it is and stuff.
Yeah, he thought that by privating it, maybe he could prevent them from reviewing it. Obviously, they've got it downloaded already, but that seems most likely to me. Because why, you know, he knew that the pain was going to be dropped. Why didn't he private it before? Well, he's done it at the last minute because he thinks it's going to stop them. But there's no brakes on this train.
Some bits and pieces.
Excuse me. So then, like, before I even watched the video, there's weird stuff to get to. So here's a background of his weird fan behavior. First time he ever called into the show, he called into the show, and I didn't know this. There was a scandal, some of you guys might remember. James, the D'Amelios apparently ripped off a photographer that did work for them. And I brought him on, and I said, hey, I'm going to pay you for the money they didn't give us, like $500.
That was him?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So here, I'm going to play the clip. I don't know. But stay on the line. I'm going to send you $500 because the D'Amelio family did it. That was a nice gesture, right? What a man!
What a man.
Didn't pay you 500. I'm gonna pay because they're cheap fucking freaks.
It's like a Romeo and Juliet.
Or their team is.
Well, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. So you stay in the line, okay?
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna make you
I have
whole.
a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If you look over my resume and you keep your $500.
Stay in the line. Are you in LA?
You hear me groan?
We had a nice. I was groaning in my mind.
Ooh, a little rat.
Because like, here, I'll play it again, Dan. We can hear Dan groan. That's how exactly what I felt. I was like, we just.
So
had a-
this dude called in for a reason, and Ethan Klein was offering to pay him $500 for something, and he tried to get a fucking job.
nice moment.
He was like, why are you fucking it up, dude?
Just take the 500, man.
Yo, somebody just donated $2 and said, do little too late.
Oh.
Nice.
I
I'm
love
so
that
sorry.
Thank you, sexy trash panda.
Jake, do better.
$500.
Stay in the line. That was good. That was good. Are you in LA?
He did say he was subscribed.
I'm not in LA. I'm remote, but love
You're
to
in
kill me
Maine,
out of
bro.
Sweden. I bet you I could kill it.
Okay, so stay in the line. I'm gonna give you 500.
I promise you.
I'm gonna give you. I didn't want to even deal with it. But I was like,
Right. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you've got the obvious fact that he was trying to get a job from H3 before. And then on top of that, you've got this awkward moment that he's created where he's not really in a position to work there. But he's creating this awkward on-stream moment live where he's like trying to get him to give him a job. Oh God, this is so cringe, man. Like, yeah, take the $500, bro. Why are you being weird about it? You little weird autist. Okay. You little autist. Let's leave it at that.
so that was his.
Wow.
I had one interaction with him. That was it.
Which happens to be so generous. So funny.
And you know what? Just because I did something generous for him doesn't mean he can't criticize me.
Sure, but
you
like
know?
it's just funny because he brings it back to money. Like you're faking illness for money.
That is one of the dumbest points in this whole video. Because throughout
Thank
the
you
whole
for the
lupus
sub,
thing,
maybe
as you guys
Optimal.
remember, I
Appreciate it.
donated quite a bit of money to people for their
Yeah.
medical bills, well exceeding the amount of donations I got during that time. But anyway, we'll get into the nitty gritty of that. Here's the application he sent us. It's pretty long. Oh, and just lots of persistent. And again, not on on this
Yeah, I was
alone,
going
it
to check
doesn't
that
say
Andrew
anything
Callan
because
video out.
I've talked about how persistence has gotten.
Oh, no.
And again,
No, we've got email. No, there's more receipts. No, dude, he's going to get absolutely fucking eviscerated. No wonder he's so desperate to not see the response. He knew he was a little autistic, weird freak about it. Oof.
again, not on this alone, it doesn't say anything because I've talked about how persistence has gotten
True.
people jobs on here before. So I am not saying that, but he did send the resume and lots of follow-ups. Now it continues. AB met him at Creator Clash. You want to take the ball, AB?
Yeah, I mean, I wish he didn't delete his messages between me so I can remember the flow of things. But, you know, he was nice, and I recognized him from calling the show, and he offered... Well, actually, no, I think at first...
Hold on, quick clarifying question. Did he delete those messages before he announced this video?
I don't know, because I...
You went to go look at for the messages after this happened, and they were gone.
Correct, yeah.
It may have happened when you texted him that thing, and he's like, oh, shit, he's not on my team.
Yeah. But, yeah, I know he offered to take pictures of me at Creator Clash, and I said, I appreciate the offer, but I'm be really busy, this and that. And then met him in the lobby of my hotel, and he said hi, he was really nice. And I seen him a few other times, and then eventually I was like, okay, yeah, he could take pictures because Teddy Fresh made the robe, and I didn't have any professional photos in it, so yeah, he took photos. And then actually I believe that's when he told me that he was the guy that called in and I connected it. But yeah, he took the photos, and I didn't end up even posting them. Nothing wrong with them, they were great photos, but Lena posted something and tagged him in it. He said if you could post it and tag, I appreciate it.
I mean, so here it is. And by the way, I mean, I like the composition. I love you guys. The photo's not that good.
Yeah.
It's a little grainy, right?
Oh, is that the photo? And this guy's supposed to be a professional photographer. I don't know, man. It seems kind of basic to me. It's not particularly... It's a photo of a dude sitting in a stairwell. I mean, what? Yeah, it looks like they're in a multi-story car park or something. Not particularly glamorous or something, which I suppose is what they're going for. Yeah.
Right, AB?
I mean...
It's okay.
Yeah, fuck it, I didn't post it.
But I mean, it's nice. I mean, you guys are awesome, so that makes the picture great.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Again, I wish he didn't delete everything so I remember the flow of things, but he kept asking me to collab with him over and over, and I explained to him I don't do collabs. You know, it's nothing against him. I just don't do it because I don't want anyone thinking that I'm using the show to do all these collabs. And also, like,
oh god, I'm in physical pain from the cringing, dude. It's like, oh, I hate shit like that so bad. When you've got this people that are persistent and you're not interested are some of the most cringeworthy people. I think it is up to people to say and make it clear, I'm not interested. But that's so hard to do. That's so hard to do sometimes. Especially if they're like, at the time at least, seeming like a kind of nice guy. It's like that's where the take a hint comes from, right? Sometimes they're just not that into you, and you got to learn when to take the hints. And some people just can't do that, and it creates these really horrible, awkward situations. Oh God.
Creator Clash. I've had a lot of creators who offer, iDubbbz, for example, that I could have done videos with, and I wasn't looking to do anything like that. But he kept asking, and he was very persistent, and eventually, he's like, it won't take long, just real quick, 20 minutes, whatever it was. And again, if he still has the messages, he'll be like, no, I said it was going to take 30 minutes, whatever the fuck he's going to explain. I don't know exactly how the flow things were because of that, but I eventually said, yeah, he did not have a lot of followers. I was just doing it as a favor, and this is my fear. This is why I did not want to do this, because I was always afraid whatever I do, someone's going to use it someday to, talk shit about the show or whatever it is. So yeah, this is why. No one fucking ask me again, please.
Well, hold on. How did he find you at the hotel? That was the part I found.
Oh, yeah, no, the first Creator Clash, because it was a new thing, we didn't have all the security there that we should have, and so fans were finding out where we were staying and like waiting there all night in the lobby just for people to walk by, and he was one of the people that I saw there.
Dude, this is gold. This is dynamite. He was waiting at the hotel for him like some fucking fan. Bro, that is so cringe. Have some self-respect, man. Have some self-respect. Seriously, what the fuck?
I'm guessing he just found out that's where it was, or maybe he got a badge. Yeah,
a badge,
like a photography badge. Maybe he knew someone else. I know he knows some other YouTubers. Probably the same shit he did with us, where he said, "Oh, I'm friends with this person."
Oh no.
Like when he reached out to me, he's like, "Oh, I believe you're gonna show the messages." But he at one point was like, "Oh, you just had on Curtis Connor, who's a friend of mine, so you need to come on my channel." And he just made it seem like he's really close with all these guys. I don't know if he is or not, but yeah.
Probably says it about us. Jake Dolittle, this is him spamming your Twitch chat.
Yeah, so you can't delete Twitch chat messages. So I was able to look him up because so what he would do also is he would donate so that I had kind of more forcing me to respond.
Yeah.
Bro, these messages are cringe. Dear AB Iad, come on my YouTube channel, please. I will not be ignored. One day my ass. My tip didn't show up on stream, but I did send a bribe. Hi King, hope you're good. AB Iad is king. Make video with me. Oh no. Dude, you do not want these knocking about, do you? You do not want these messages knocking about when you're trying to do a hit piece on the fucking channel.
He would send messages, so he kept saying, "Come on my channel."
Where's the? When I click this, I'm trying to find the. Didn't you send me a bunch of DMs you guys had? Anyway, on Twitch he goes, "Dear AB, come on my YouTube channel, please. I will not be ignored. One day my ass. My tip didn't show up on stream, but I did send a bribe." It's a little weird tone. It's a lot. Hi King, hope you're good. AB Ayad is king. Make video with me. Okay. I don't have a link to the.
Let me look for it. I can make it.
Get it here. But anyway, as you look for that, here's the collab you guys made. Just to show.
Hi, sisters. Today I'm doing a video with my pal, AB.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going great, man. I'm so happy to have you here.
He's wearing a freaking Teddy Fresh shirt.
And even though I did do it, that was my one terms that he did not mention H3 or anything like that. But
he's wearing the Smokey shirt. So it's like, this fallen fan phenomenon, dude. It's like, you can't just move on with your life. You have to, like, if you stop watching the show, you have to fucking, for some reason, hate everything about me.
I've fallen.
But anyway, I thought it was really nice
sisters.
that you did this.
Today I'm doing a video with my pal, AB.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going great, man. I'm so happy to have you here. I wanted to do a video with you for a while.
I'm new to doing this whole YouTube collab type thing. That's what you'd call it. But I guess I'm honored. Thank you for having me.
We met and I took photos for you.
Yeah. Sweet boy, AB.
Wait, what was he going to say then? We met and I took a photo for you. Dude, this fucking Dolittle guy's giga cringe, isn't he? Oh, there's gold mine here, I can tell.
Yes. Good boy. Good kid.
Ooh.
Are those messages worth reading, AB? Probably. I think they are, right?
It's been so long.
This is so long, I need to just focus on this, but
I'm not going to read it.
We'll have a look at his other stuff another day.
But if you want to move forward, it kind of goes in line with stuff he sent to other people.
So anyway, he's trying to reach out to AB, but then we started to slowly realize that he's been reaching out to everybody. Here he's messaging Sam. Okay, YouTuber, lol. Do you do digital art? I do. Are you open to commissions at all? I have a clothing brand and fund for people with chronic illness. I'd love some stuff for it, bro. Okay, you can accuse me of profiting from it. Never stop. Lol. Do you think that's appropriate to do a lol after talking about chronic illness? I mean, how insensitive can you be? There's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about lupus. Okay?
LOL. That's so weird.
Sam says, I don't do commissions at the moment because I'm too busy, but can you let me know what you had in mind and I can see if I can fit it in? Let me get my thoughts together a bit more and I'll let you know. I'll also be at the live show. Excited to see you there. Awesome. See you there. Let me, Show was amazing yesterday. Yeehaw, I'm gonna come out to LA soon this year. So again, he's
a fan.
He's working the angle on Sam. He's also working the angle on Olivia, Dan, and Love
Oh,
separately.
bro, what the
Here's
fuck? No way.
Jake Dolittle. Come on my channel, please. Who's this to?
This was to me.
So okay. Come on my channel, please. This is me reminding you to come on my channel. Excuse me. Are you doing videos with people now? Girl, I love. Did you keep him on red?
I didn't accept it.
You're such a legend.
A lot of these, the crew didn't even see them until the situation.
Right.
I went and checked
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't look.
I'm pissed. Fucking guy didn't even message me.
He didn't message me.
Yo.
Fuck, dude. What the fuck, Jake? I thought we're boys, man.
He didn't message me. Although I went and checked. I think if he erases it.
Yeah, you were right, I think. Do you remember when I think Tana went back last year at one point when the Adam Levine stuff was happening, and she said that if it says accept but there's no message, it means that they had sent one, and it showed up like that for you.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what he sent me.
I don't got shit, dude.
Sorry, Zach. I think he knew you were just too cool that he wasn't gonna get in.
Jake, my boy.
He wasn't ready for Lou.
Nah, bro.
All right, so that's what he did to Olivia. This is to
Love.
Is this to you, Love? Oh yeah, Love. I'll be at Creator Clash with Media Pass shooting content for my channel. Would love to shoot content for the pod if interested. I've called in before and would love to work together again.
Again?
I'm a friend of the show.
Yeah.
There's no again.
We didn't.
I've called in before. Yeah, that's your place, bitch. A caller inner. That's it. It's funny as well because this guy has got like a pretty decently sized YouTube channel. It's not as, he's got like a few 100,000 subscribers. It's just so wild to me, the complete lack of self-respect that he's desperately trying to cling on to H3 when he could do something of his own accord. Elitist Chud showing his colours. Well, no, if you've got a YouTube channel, you can be more than just a hanger-on for H3. You can just do what you want to do. And then, if you build it, it's the classic thing. If you build it, they will come. Do your own thing. And then if it's any good, people will come and have a little look at what's going on. But no, he's got to desperately reach out to these kind of side characters of the H3 podcast. God, it's just kind of shameful. Just like shameful and pathetic.
Didn't work. We didn't work together. Yeah, just to be clear, you called in and we talked for a minute. That's not working together. Dan, I'll be at the Creator Clash with the Media Pass. Same message.
Copy pasted message, dude.
Disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
Come on.
So wait, okay. So your DMs are here?
Yeah, number 6. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So here's all the messages to AB.
Well, he deleted some, so they might not make complete sense, but you get the vibe based on what I said.
He says, okay, buddy, good luck. Let me see what I can do for you. So he asked for tickets.
Yeah. Or some kind of pass for Creative Clash to take photos.
Hey, dude, did you hook him up? Were you able to?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one is for our live show.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. Yeah, first one was about the fight. He deleted whatever. And then the next one.
Hey, dude, I'm trying to get you a spot. He was trying to get tickets to our live.
Yes.
And did you hook him up for that?
We did.
We have a long waiting list, but the tricky part is we usually don't know how many spots we have until the day of, said AB. I'm keeping an eye out, though. I'll update you if anything changes. So nice. Okay, that's totally okay, buddy. Hey, buddy, any updates? I got you a ticket. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Bob's your uncle. Okay? So this man he's a fan of the show. I think it's important to set that. He knows me. He knows the show. All right, so with all that being said, let's watch the video. And you guys are going to enjoy this because I'm telling you, I couldn't get through. Oh, wait, I need the backup. He removed it. He literally just removed it when I just opened it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
I guess he's watching.
Bro, why did you wait till this moment? Like, come on. If you did it yesterday, I would have stopped.
Nah, be real.
Maybe not yesterday.
Be real, dude. Come on.
Maybe 2 days ago.
2 days ago, I believe you.
Thank you. We need the backup.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
He's getting the back up. Can I just say now, too, just because he is whining about people harassing him and stuff, he's getting it. He's getting it real bad today here on the show. The embarrassment is plenty. We don't. All of you in the audience, you don't need to interact with him.
No.
This is enough. Please just leave it alone.
Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, and another thing I guess I wanted to touch on is I feel like
I love that. They love the fact that I agree, obviously, right? It's fine for them to respond. It's just funny how it's like, this is punishment enough, guys. It's just kind of funny, isn't it? Because it probably is embarrassing. Like, could you imagine getting this kind of commentary about you when you've got all these little cringe moments they can point to that just shows you're like a scorned fan? This is punishment for being autistic.
First of all, death threats are horrible and should never happen.
Obviously.
I've got them. It's scary and it's unsettling. That being said, I do feel like when people get caught doing something and then go, I'm getting death threats, I feel like it's a little overplayed here. You know what I mean?
You and everybody
True. Oh my God, that is so true. Right? The reality is, it's unnerving to get people send you messages and stuff like that. I think for me, messages cross the line regardless, right? Like, if someone's up in someone's DMs, I mean, that's fucking insane, right? You don't need to be in someone's DMs. If you want to respond to someone, respond on public formats. You don't need to go into the fucking DMs. But anyway, people massively overplay it. And there's a big difference between getting a DM saying, I'm going to kill you, and getting a DM saying, this is your address, this is your routine, this is where you're going to be tomorrow at this time, I'm going to come and I'm going to hurt you, right? One is just stupid, retarded internet shit. And the other one is actually like a substantive threat that is based on like your real life situation. Obviously, the second is a lot worse and is more reasonable to feel bothered about that than just someone messaging you saying, yeah, I'm going to fucking slaughter you, right?
I think that too.
Yeah, I mean, you're a public figure. You're gonna get psycho. I mean, has anyone here on the crew not gotten a death threat at one point?
That's my other thing too. It's like, yeah, dude, we
a dime a dozen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Not saying it's okay. People that do that are
right.
nuts and fuck them. But it's also like that doesn't absolve you of anything because that happened.
True.
And again, I didn't even say anything. He goes, please make it stop. Oh, you know what it was? He saw me talking about it right now, and I said, the video's still up on your channel. So maybe he thinks now he's done everything he can. All right, here we go, guys. Ready? Let's do this. Ethan Klein, harmful or hypochondriac?
Let's go.
Before this video starts, I would like to preface it with a
Full screen is a little too.
Come on.
Okay. All right. Come on.
few things. Leading up to this video, I was a huge fan of the H3 podcast. When I was at my sickest.
So leading up to this, he was a huge fan.
Right.
The minute I brushed across something he cares about a little bit, brushed upon it, now he's done.
All bets are off.
I'm exposing him.
Too far.
The podcast was always something that I could watch to make me feel less alone. I even remember saving up money from my first job ever to buy multiple Teddy Fresh items. More recently, I was on the podcast speaking to Ethan about an unrelated subject. I left VidCon to attend their most recent live show, and I'm also friendly with a few of their crew members. But I saw a few very concerning things when it comes to Ethan Klein's lupus journey. And as someone who's been sick his entire life, I felt like I needed to make this video. Not only have I dealt with chronic illness, but I run a nonprofit where I support people financially who are sick and struggling.
Okay, dude, like whatever. I probably gave more money during this whole thing than you have.
I mean, that doesn't take.
But no,
if he's
my
legitimately
point
doing that,
is-
that's
my point.
You're
right. It's petty. My point is though that he's saying I stole money.
Yeah.
Right. Which, yeah, I mean, the core of the accusation is nonsense.
I mean, the work he's doing is good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is classic. Feels like everybody knows who I am, but literally nobody does, Keck. I know who you are. I even know where you are. And then it's this creeper picture of Belder feet with groceries. An Asda bag. Asda is like it's owned by Walmart actually, funnily enough, but that's a UK supermarket chain. Probably outside a house, I guess, or something. Isn't that fucking crazy? And I think it was checked and these were like legitimate pictures, as in like there was no other record of these images. Like this was pictures he had actually taken. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Just vibing. How are you supposed to respond to that? What is this person hoping for? Oh wow, you came up on my property and took images of me. Damn, let's go on a date.
But
Or of the podcast, if I were to stand back and watch Ethan lie, saying certain things about
lie, like I feel like this is genuinely. I think this might be defamation. To say I'm lying about illness to make money. I think that might be actual. It might be.
He would have to know that it's not true, and
but he does. He's such a fan of the show.
As one of your haters who
Also,
was watching.
there's parts where he omits certain pieces where I'm making it clear.
Right.
Go ahead, Davey. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was going to say, I was watching one of your haters react to this, and as they said, it's completely different. If you said, I have this disease, I need money, and which you did not do, they were defending you.
Right.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Well, you guys will see when he gets to that part. I think he includes all donations we got. Just period. But let's see.
his health that are just straight up misinformation, then I'd be doing a disservice to an entire community. My goal in making this video is not to do anything but address what I've seen from Ethan and his behavior. Ethan Klein claimed to have lupus, made money off of it, and then admitted that he made everything up and self-diagnosed himself.
Okay,
This
that's
is such
crazy.
a vile, fucked up thing to say.
That's
And you know what,
crazy.
dude? For you to sit there and say,
To say it like that is so far from actual reality.
dude, it's just me.
Yeah.
And frankly, I felt like during that whole journey, I was being really vulnerable. I was opening up my every medical detail, and because I genuinely was going through a medical issue. People that watch the show know I saw a hematologist, I saw a rheumatologist, I went to my regular doctor. I was doing blood tests like every week for months, and I'm still getting checked up. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Jake. Maybe you can tell me if this is okay or not. But I did a stool sample. I shit in a fucking bucket, bro, and they found some elevated thing for autoimmune. So I have to go back, I think, in a week or two to do another shit test. And if it is positive, Jake, they have to do a colonoscopy to see if I have irritable bowel disease. Is that okay, Jake? You bitch.
What's a no? It's rheumatologist, as in RH. Oh, I don't even know how to spell it. Rheumatology. It's to do like arthritis and stuff like that. falls under rheumatology, I believe, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Rheumatoid arthritis is a form of arthritis. What does rheumatoid mean? What's that to do with? Immune disorders. Right, thank you. Yeah, you can have rheumatoid arthritis, which is like the giga-fucked version of it. It's basically like the AIDS version of arthritis or something. Are you telling me in chat, is that correct? Well, rheumatology. Rheumatology. Oh, yeah, it is to do with joints. Okay, yeah. Yeah. But arthritis affects all joints, doesn't it? Rheumatic conditions include a variety of conditions that can affect your muscles or joints. Basically, my understanding of medical conditions is 100% based on how much they will how much they'll affect a life insurance policy, because that's what I used to deal with, and I've dealt with quite a few different ones. So generally speaking, if a condition is going to affect a life insurance policy significantly, you can know it's probably going to be pretty serious. That's literally where all of my understanding of medicine comes from, beyond any issues I've had myself. So cancer, pretty fucking bad, right? Well-controlled normal arthritis, probably fine. AIDS, there was only one insurer that we dealt with that would cover you if you've got AIDS, and you had to go through the complete medical rigmarole, and they'd normally only cover you for 20 years maximum, and then you'd have to submit and get new terms. So they wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't get like a policy for many years. Arthritis is not fine. But what's the kind of arthritis that you get as you grow old? What's that arthritis called? Just normal arthritis. Like you get it as you get old. And as long as it's not serious, yeah, it's not a big deal. Osteoarthritis, is that it? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's like a more, you know, it's part of the wear and tear on the body. And it's not that bad that it's going to, you know, fuck your life up too bad. It probably could be controlled. The worst thing you might get from that is you have to have like a hip replaced or a joint replaced or something, right? Like a robot. Yeah, whereas rheumatoid arthritis, you need to take pretty heavy medication because it like fucks you up proper or something. I don't know. Anyway, listen, I don't know anything about medicine. I'm just talking shit.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Come on, man.
As I'm recording this, yesterday I posted a teaser to this video, and I've received more backlash than I've gotten in a very...
My grandpa's fingers curled up because of... Yeah, okay. Well, because which kind of arthritis? The basic point I'm making is that you will get conditions that come about as you get old, and that's because we've extended life expectancy beyond what we'd normally live to, right? The medical profession has meant that we live until we're 80 or 90, right? Way beyond what humans used to live to. And there's conditions that you get that are an aspect of the wear and tear on your body as you get older, but they're not serious enough that they like threaten your life or something like that. It's just stuff you have to manage and deal with as you get older. That's the point I'm making. Obviously, arthritis can have a big effect on you, but I'm just saying it's not like a life-threatening condition, and you can still live a fairly reasonable life even if you've got osteoarthritis, okay? Whereas rheumatic arthritis is a lot more serious and needs to be managed a lot more closely and rigorously to make sure it doesn't fuck you up. That's all I'm trying to say.
long time. So much so that's...
Again, his reaction is, it's not me, it's them.
Right. I mean, maybe I wonder why.
But
I don't know.
Sometimes there's obvious haters, but if you read the comments, most of the people were just trying to be like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah.
This is what actually happened. And providing lots of information.
Yeah, the feedback on that teaser post wasn't like, oh, fuck you for coming after Ethan. It was like,
right.
They were being fairly charitable that this must be some kind of misunderstanding. At least the top ones that I saw were. Maybe there was some more vicious hate in there.
Yeah, so bro, like, hold on. And I'm trying to see if he left up that reel. It looks like he removed that too, but this was all up to today. Everything was up.
Oh, damn.
Somebody from the H3 crew direct messaged me and called me insane for thinking this. I also wanted to be known that I understand the other side.
Not true. Dramatic.
I mean,
he said that's crazy.
Right. That's insane.
He wasn't like, dude, you're insane. You're mentally ill, dude.
Right. It was like that's
If it wasn't work related, trust me, I would want to say a lot more than that. But yeah,
Love you, buddy.
love you.
Side of things. I get that dealing with health problems can be a very scary time in someone's life, but when the health problems that Ethan Klein is talking about are completely self-diagnosed with zero symptoms,
How can you say that?
Why?
that's not
So many doctors.
Why
That's
would
just
you say
factually
that?
not true. And yeah, you had symptoms.
Yeah, why were you
Visible.
getting help?
I still have a rash on my face. dumb
Yeah,
fuck.
just watch all of the episodes from last year. Ethan is
I
like,
look like a raccoon. My eyes are all like.
We're like less than a minute into this, and it's,
That's what I was saying.
that's
yeah.
what happened to us. We didn't make it past 2 minutes. Like we couldn't.
already.
Like-
It's wrong about everything.
But how can I assume it's anything but bad faith? Because the whole context of everything I'm talking about is going over the medical tests that were ordered by my doctors. Like
Also,
the
it's
whole
like-
context is in that.
It's your show and you share everything about yourself. So you're going through this journey of figuring out what's going on and you're organically talking about your life. Like
Yeah.
it's not anything more than that.
And by the way, there's tons.
Yes. Like, it's mind-boggling to me that you could watch any of the footage and think anything beyond, yeah, Ethan's just talking comically about his life, as you do on a comedy podcast. But this guy's turned it into an entire video. And I think with this extra context, it seems pretty clear to me that it was scorned fan syndrome. You know, this guy was trying to get somewhere with it. He, you know, touched something that he is sensitive about, and then boom, he went straight into this immediate, massive fucking diatribe about how shit the fucking podcast is, or whatever.
Tons of people are like, I have lupus, and it's nice to see people talking openly about this. But somehow, I guess Jake thinks I was attacking everyone with stealing lupus glory.
I said no pickles.
What a weird fucking thing, man.
you have to ask yourself, why is he doing this?
What? That's what I ask about you. That's what I have been asking myself about you. Why have you done this? And why have you left it up this whole time? Like, why? I didn't, you know, it didn't have to be like this.
I think the upbeat music's a nice touch. So
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah.
All right, how it all started. Let's see.
Can I give you real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to say this before I forget because I'm guessing this is exactly how it's going to play out. He posted that story yesterday so that when we do react to it, now he's going to make his follow-up. I said this, he still talked about it, and then I privated it, and he still talked about it.
Bro, you literally said I'm lying about a chronic illness knowingly to make money.
Yeah.
You expect me? I have every fucking right in the world, as does anyone accused of such things, to defend myself.
Yeah,
You're
of course,
a fucking
yeah.
fool for thinking anything else.
Yes.
All right, how it all started.
On June 16th, 2023, Ethan live streamed an episode of his show, The H3 Podcast. The episode was going fine until Ethan said something unexpected.
This morning, it was going fine until Ethan started opening up, being vulnerable about his scary medical issue.
Lying.
By the way, that morning, I was legit really anxious. And that's why I brought it up, because I was like, I have to be true to myself and talk about this because it's so much on my mind. And I want to share it. And I thought I had cancer for sure, I'm not going to lie.
This morning? What happened this morning?
I got some because I had weird blood values when I just did the whole blood work to test my cholesterol and stuff was fine. My white blood cells and platelet counts were high. So my doctor's like, it's probably nothing, but I can send you to a hematologist. Well, I wasn't super worried, but then I went to the hematologist and we did a whole bunch of tests. That was, earlier this week, and they started coming in. And so like this man literally said I did it without.
Chud, can you confirm the rumors of your impending Nobel Prize in phrenology? What? Racism studies is actually the correct thing I'm getting the Nobel Prize for.
Any doctors, but what
Yeah,
the
and
fuck
just
are you talking about?
self-diagnosed with no symptoms.
You're showing me talking to a hematologist. Like here's one, tryptase. A lot of this stuff has to do with like leukemia.
Saying that an elevated tryptase relates.
Now he's a doctor.
Oh, hey, Boots, what is it about medical shit that makes all of the chat want to talk about their personal problems? What, in this chat? Anyone that is mentioning their personal problems is going to get immediately banned. So bear that in mind. I do not care about your personal lives, okay?
After making fun, after shitting on me for self-diagnosing, as he says, now this dude is going to come here and preach to me.
Wait a second, hang on. Oh, I think you typed that in before I said that. I'll give that one a miss. Okay?
About what these medical things mean. And by the way, where'd you learn these? Medical school? No, you learned them on Google, you fucking hypocrite loser. You Googled them.
That's right.
Unless you went to medical school and I don't know about it.
Listen, I did pre-med for about 7 years. That's almost twice as much as it should take you. I know my shit. I'll fact check. So
Thanks, bro.
Move forward. I'll see.
This is a super senior.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, bro.
So far, everything, you're right.
Thanks, bro. Well, let's see. Tryptase.
Leukemia is like saying that sneezing relates to sinus cancer. Ethan?
It is so not like that. Like, this is a serious blood marker. What are you talking about? I'm talking to a hematologist. What are your qualifications, you fucking child? Why are you telling me this? From what point are you here to tell me this? What?
Who do I get to vent to on my AIDS? My balls are itchy. Giga AIDS. Actual logic. My anus is bleeding. Okay.
What the fuck?
Ethan states that he went to check on his cholesterol levels and then seemingly read his own lab results.
I have 3 penises that are always erect, that always bleed. So that a permanent erector always bleed. I can't believe this guy would steal my testicular torsion clout. I have phallus gigantus. Well, I was going to talk about my condition where I irresponsibly donate bottomless amounts of cash to random people, but no, wait, stop, come back. You got... I come blood. I am suffering from Xander Hall level AIDS. Dude, you got... This is great. I'm actually enjoying this now. This is funny. Well done, everyone. Keep it going.
Why are you saying it like that? He's saying it like he knows you're lying. Why are you saying it like that?
I said in the video he showed. I talked to my doctor.
Why is it like he's seemingly talked to a doctor and he allegedly read this and it's like what he saw a doctor and he's reading the results.
Every possible turn and chance he paints me in the most bad faith.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
Listen, you know my policy on this shit. Like I address it head on. And this is probably one of the most fucked up things anyone's accused me of. And there's been a lot. I clearly said in the clip you showed, I talked to my doctor. He recommended if I wanted to see a hematologist, I could. I went to the hematologist that showed other elevated attributes.
And self-diagnosed himself based off of Google searches.
Motherfucker! You didn't even show that.
Did not happen.
God, what?
Did not happen. Where? Where did that happen?
What is wrong with you? You fucking idiot, dude. God. I think that this dude should... I think he should retire.
I hate to tell someone don't pursue their dreams, but this is such a fucking miss.
Don't pursue your dreams.
Insane.
I would never
Give
say
up
that,
on your
AB.
dreams.
I would never say that. Don't pursue your dreams.
Go to sleep on your dreams.
It's time to find a new career path. I think this is your last video.
Go to med school. I mean,
yeah,
clearly has a passion for it.
Thank you. Please be a doctor. Go follow your passion.
Because at least
never stop.
Ethan here never claimed to be a doctor. Because you'll see he goes on to that too. Quite the contrary.
More recent test result that came in. This test is the one that Ethan runs with throughout this entire journey.
My Anna titer. This is also like leukemia and lupus and shit.
First, Anna titer makes no sense. The part that Ethan calls Anna stands for anti-nuclear antibodies. It's an act.
You Googled that, you fucking moron.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Of course you just Googled that.
Excuse me.
Nerd
This
alert.
is not.
Dork.
This is not a medical school podcast.
Four
this
eyes.
is a person reading his results. A person who
That's the
did
first time
not.
I've ever heard that in my life.
You never claimed to know exactly what it is or how to say it or what it stands for. Like, what the hell?
Also, you watch the show,
Yes.
my dude.
Yes.
Do you know Ethan?
Right.
He says everything wrong.
Ethan is on
It's
chat
like a thing.
GPT
don't
every
believe
day
he's a
and
fan.
cannot pronounce GPT.
Yes, I don't believe this guy is a fan. I don't.
No, he is.
He's not.
GP's up.
You don't think he watches the show?
I watch the show.
So
This
is
guy
he-
does not
is
watch
he a fake fan? Because like he calls in, he wears the merch, he's reached out to everybody.
He's just trying to get a job.
This Dolittle dude is rolling in his hospital bed as his heroes crush his dreams. Oh, man. When you put it like that, it's even funnier. Good. Good. I hope he's forced to listen to this. I hope he's like fucking... Do you know what I hope? I hope that he's taken a certain action. Okay? And I hope that because of the action that he's taken, he's landed somewhere and he's in one of those like comically... those kind of comical plaster casts over his entire body. You know, when it's like, it's literally over his entire arm, his entire leg, his entire body. And he's just sat there like that. His mouth, he can't speak properly because his jaw is completely fucked. Oh, he's like that in bed. And someone's accidentally left the YouTube video on and this is playing. And he doesn't want to watch it because of how bad it is. But then the person has left the room. And so he's just there with nothing to do. He can't move his head. And it's been left at a certain angle, so he has to watch the video. And he's got no choice but to watch this. He can't turn it off. He can't look away. He can't turn it down. It's also at a volume that's slightly too loud as well, so it's kind of uncomfortable to listen to. And it's stuck on repeat overnight, yes. And it's at such a volume that he can't sleep either. It's at just the right volume that he can't sleep, and he's forced to listen to this repeatedly over the course of a period of days. That would be hilarious to me.
Job.
Yeah, maybe.
In the weirdest way
Yeah,
possible.
exactly. The nurse is like, "Oh, you like H3H3? Let me put on the latest episode for you on repeat. There you go. Anyway, see you later. I know you like it. Don't worry about it. I'll turn the volume. Should I turn the volume up? Okay, no problem. I'll turn it up for you.
By the way, bro, it's not happening.
You know,
I'm not hiring you.
Yeah,
Just to be clear.
Doing anymore.
Go ahead, Abby.
on that note, you know, I do not get why so many people try to capitalize off talking shit about you. I mean, it works for some people, but ignoring me getting the job, and that's how initially you even heard about me, was defending you. Even today, you were talking about a fan who put out a nice video, and you gave him praise, and you pinned it in the comments. Like, These people don't see you as a person. I've always felt this way. They see you like, I don't know if it's because you have money or fame or whatever it is. They think you don't have feelings, you don't have nothing. And they want to attack you for absolutely anything. But this is by far the biggest fucking miss I've ever seen. It's
up there,
baby.
It's up there.
And as a listener, I love the whole Lupus saga. It was such a funny arc, and for me, the best part at the end was when you guys are just like going on an online quiz, and the only thing you qualify for is the age, and we're like, that's it, you have it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like I don't know, maybe he just doesn't have a sense of humor. Is that a condition?
It might be. I mean, it might be.
Yeah, it's called being autistic.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to diagnose him,
he's got chronic unfunny.
That's why you need to retire, bro. It's been a short career, and let's just keep it short.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yes.
Acronym that Ethan pronounces Anna instead of ANA, like most every medical professional does.
Motherfucker.
Ethan is not a medical professional.
You're saying it's because I didn't say it correctly. I'm lying about it. Like I had never heard that phrase.
Yeah.
Now I know it's ANA.
I'm not a doctor.
And this acting like he has all this innate medical knowledge. Like, bro, you did this shit on Google too, fucker.
This also adds to my claim of Ethan searching his labs and not hearing the results from an actual doctor due to the mispronunciation.
I even read
due to the mispronunciation. That is the most unprofessional way to deduct a conclusion from a situation.
So,
because you couldn't say it right, you didn't actually see a doctor.
It's insane.
That's insane.
Well, and the truth is, Jake, most of my correspondence, which I read on the show, were with my doctors. So they wrote it out to me, okay? And I think I read all of my doctor messages, or at least most of them.
I think also reading something not correctly is a condition. So
I have dyslexia.
Are you like aware of that one?
So it's definitely ableism. No, I mean he's trying to go super woke, right? It's like woke gone wrong, and and he's making fun of me for being dyslexic. Like what's up?
Yeah.
According to the Mayo Clinic, in most cases, a positive ANA test indicates that you're
the Mayo Clinic. Did you Google that, motherfucker?
Oh my god, my respect for you has increased so much. Well, I'll be disappointing you soon enough, so don't worry about that. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for someone to call up Mamamax's old content from the Dangerous Pile of Garbage It Is. Thank you. Yeah, I watched all of it over the past couple of days, and I just realized that, like, you know, all I've got is like hours and hours and hours of watching it, so I thought I'd just do a quick summary. So hopefully it's beneficial to someone. The big thing is, people are talking about this new case, and it's like, he's always been like this. This isn't new. You just thought that he was doing something, but he's never done anything. And it's very obvious when you watch his videos that he's not done anything. Yeah, if you've been watching my streams recently, it's probably not new information, and it was a bit more, you know, serious in tone. But I just wanted to kind of lay it all out there. Have you done Ket and Coke at the same time? No, I can't say I have.
You're really getting your information from Mayo Clinic?
He's like, according to WikiHow.
Exactly.
Immune system has launched.
No, I don't think they did. I don't think people did. I think the only people that watched it was just retarded fans who would fucking buy, you know, they'd buy anything, wouldn't they? But these big YouTubers that were backing him up, I think it was purely off the back of his networking that they did it. And I don't think they ever watched his video because it's so transparent. But yeah, I'm sure there's more as well that people, I mean, I'm looking forward to Lyric's video. Isn't that supposed to be coming out tomorrow? Does anyone know?
A misdirected attack on your own tissue. In other words, an autoimmune reaction, meaning this could have been from anything,
like mayonnaise,
including asthma, allergies, the common cold, or even eczema. Keep eczema in mind throughout this video.
He's setting up a big dunk. I feel it.
I talked at great length to my doctors. An elevated ANA is meaningful. In fact, I think the doctor said it. I read it. I don't remember. But no, my doctor said it. 15% of people with ANA, it's elevated, and they don't know why. They're not sick, but they're totally fine. But people with chronic elevated ANA tests, generally, the other 85 have an autoimmune issue. It can be elevated for when you get sick and stuff, as I understand it, but it goes back down. So they said to get a meaningful test, I have to wait like a year to see if it goes down or not.
Right.
So I don't know. I love Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, well, there's so many of these, like, it's like a virus. It's like cancer, almost. You've got all these, like Ethan is online, Nick is not green, this Dolittle guy is a new one that I didn't know about before. What are some other examples of these kind of these like woke soy commentary channels? And they're always shit. They're always really fucking shit. They never actually put out anything good. It's just all so focused on bigotry and bad stuff. The woke virus. Gigasoy colonoscopy win. They're woke parasites. Me. What do you mean I'm not woke? There's a video of Max, Nexpo, and Nick Crowley, I think, where they mix a bunch of different meats together and eat it while getting drunk. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I think you've really hit the nail on the head. Because you can be soy and cringe and care about things that, you know, I don't really think are worth caring that much about. But you can still be accurate and correct in how you talk about stuff. And it's just like your opinion on something that's a bit gay. But these people, they're just willing to lie. I think that's why I feel so bitter and spiteful today. Is I'm just sick of people lying about shit. I think that, you know, honesty is the best policy. And these people just seemingly are willing to just completely lie. You know, Nick is not green is probably one of the best examples of that over the Super Mega situation. James Summerton. Well, James Summerton was a different thing. They're not like a commentator. They did a weird gay Hellraiser shit, didn't they? I don't know. I just think, yeah, lying about shit to make your point is very gay. They all just blindly back their pals and toss them out when they aren't needed as well. Yeah, exactly. There's got to be a name for this like genre that's cropped up. James Summerton did misinfo too. Yeah, but what was his misinfo? Like, oh, something about the I can't. Oh, I think something about gays that isn't true. Who cares? I don't know what it was. I guess if you're gay, you'd care about it, wouldn't you? About AIDS or something. Wait. A second. He said US soldiers were jealous of Nazis. Okay. Well, you've picked something that I'm going to be interested in there, aren't you? Yeah, it's like this narrative. That narrative that like all the armies and soldiers of the world and all the states of the world were actually like the Nazis secretly. You know, it's like, oh yeah, no, actually we really want to be the Nazis. But we can't say that, so we're going to go and fight them to destroy them. Is that what he's kind of the vibe of what he was saying? They're doing genocide better than us. Do you fear that you'll ever log into stream one day and discover you've turned soy? Well, it's the thing is, when it comes to the whole soy criticism, is it does have more meaning behind it than just someone being soy, right? To me, it's an excessive focus on expressions of trite sentiment, right? That's what it kind of means to me anyway. You know, like statements that are obvious within your in-group, like racism is bad, trans women are women, etc., right? It's like kind of done. It's been done, you know? Which is obviously where the soy nod thing came from. So I think that it can happen where stuff can become trite, even stuff that isn't currently soy. Do you see what I mean? And I feel like that sometimes. I feel like I'm just expressing obvious things repeatedly. You know, like... Yeah, it's like the level 1 superficial plateaus. Yeah, exactly. The next evolution of Giga Chad will be a soy Giga Chad. Well, that's kind of happened already, but what would that look like? Try explaining it through a lens that correlates with Count Dankula's pug. Well, the reason the Count Dankula pug thing was so shocking was because of how controversial and unique it was. But if everyone was getting their pug to do a Nazi salute, then it would be soy. You're soy on Israel. Oh, sorry, because I'm not calling for a complete and utter wiping off the face of the earth of a certain nation. That makes me soy, does it? Fucking hell. Sorry, I'll do more calls for genocide, just so that I'm not soy.
He's Dr. Dolittle.
Right.
Yeah. Motherfucker's an MD.
You know?
I'm a doctor.
Kind of works.
My levels are fucking insane. And the note says,
the Chud Jukebox doing their work.
Speckled, exclamation.
Pickles. Homogeneous and speckled is...
Motherfucker, you're going to tell me what's homogeneous and speckled? How dare you? How dare you gatekeep illness? How dare you? This dude doesn't even have lupus, by the way. He's got lupus glory. He's stealing all the lupus glory.
Right.
There's enough lupus glory in town for both of us, buddy.
I didn't know falling fans actually physically fall and hit their head.
Oh.
Let's
go. Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Got him.
All right.
He's gonna make a video now about how he never hit his head and you made that up.
Right.
Right.
And I can't.
Hila continues to lie about me.
It's an interesting finding, but this doesn't mean anything more than a lab result. In doing
Again, my result was like 1 to 320, which is a significant positive result. Scumbag.
I'll take your word for it because I'm not a doctor.
Well,
No, unlike you.
He is.
research, yes, homogeneous and speckled can mean a specific type of lupus. But there have also been many ANA test results that come back homogeneous and speckled where the diagnosis turned out to be eczema.
Thanks, doctor, you fucking loser bitch. How dare you sit down and film this? How dare you? I'm having a serious medical thing, and I probably have to get colonoscopy, and I probably do have some kind of autoimmune disease. And you scumbag are sitting here calling me a liar for what, dude? Why? Again, why did he do this? It's befuddling. It's bedazzling. My mind is bedazzled.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you just so you don't get worried.
Okay.
I wrote the doctor this morning. I was like, I'm super stressed out. Like, what's going on with these? And he just wrote me back.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel a little better. And actually, this morning, I had a conversation with Chad.
Yeah, this dude, I think he claims to have chronic Lyme disease. Okay, I'm going to keep it £1 9p with you, I think it is now. I think that a lot of this stuff that's got chronic in front of it is bullshit. And I think in order to continue this, we should stop calling it long COVID and we should start calling it chronic COVID syndrome, just so we know where we stand, okay? No, COPD, I wouldn't count because it's kind of built in to it, isn't it? I'm talking about like chronic X. You know, fibromyalgia is probably, you know, fibromyalgia is the key one. That's like chronic pain. It's basically like, the doctor will say you've got fibromyalgia if you say that you're in pain and there's no reason for you to be in pain, right? It's what's the flavor? What's the flavor of the condition? Like if you've got some sort of chronic condition, but there's a reason for it, there's some specific reason that you've got it, okay? I'm all for that. It's when it's like, it's almost like they're giving it to you because there's no other thing that they can do. They've done all the tests that they can. And they're like, oh, well, you probably got this. Isn't there a really funny bit about chronic fatigue that Ricky Gervais did? I think I'm taking influence from that in some way.
GPT that made me feel a little better too.
My conversation.
By the way, said in jest. I said that knowing that it's silly.
And we all laughed.
I did. I said, yo, doctor, it doesn't seem like good results on the taste test. I'm stressing about it. And he said, it's not a very high elevation. I would not be stressed about it. Still waiting for the molecular studies. ChatGPT was like, it's probably not leukemia.
Oh, good.
It could be lupus, but I don't have enough.
Reaching out to your doctor after looking at lab results is exactly what they're there for. And the doctor said that there was nothing to worry about.
No, he said, we have to wait for more results, bitch.
Brother.
Yeah, I don't think
You dumb bitch.
But
You silly dumb bitch.
Wow, you shared exactly what the doctor said and you were very transparent. What a liar.
I think all, guys, my new theory is that all medicine is fake. And I think that doctors just tell us stuff is wrong with us to sell medicine to us. And it's all a big racket to sell medicine. That's my new belief. Big Pharma came up. Cancer? Oh, what? There's something growing inside you? Yeah, right. Yeah, pull the other one. Sounds like bullshit to me. Don't believe the lies. Okay? Take Steve Jobs' example. He was told he had cancer, apparently, right? Some claim that he could have been treated for it using traditional means. But what did he do? He did a juice cleanse. And did he go on to die from cancer after that because he didn't take the treatment when he should have done? That's kind of irrelevant, really, isn't it? Because I tell you what, he probably had some real nice juices when it was going on.
100% transparent about everything.
What a liar.
You know who said it was probably not a big deal? ChatGPT. Maybe he's getting a little
you should
crisscross there. Yeah.
Yeah, my doctor never said that, dummy. Why else would he send me to a hematologist to do tests? Why? For fun?
Milking you. Medical industrial complex. Charging that insurance.
Fair enough. These guys are pretty busy, I feel like, though. I don't think they're looking for...
I'm just
they're hurting.
anyway.
I know you are. They're not hurting for clients. In case Dolittle's working on his response video already.
According to Ethan, ChatGPT made him feel better, saying it's not leukemia, but it could still be lupus. I put this to the test. When talking to ChatGPT with the same lab results, the chatbot consistently says, talk to your doctor and basically don't take anything it's saying as fact.
You dumb bitch.
Oh my God.
You're a fucking noob at ChatGPT. You don't know how to use it like me, you moron. You silly dumb bitch.
Yeah,
here's what I did.
That's like the basic way of using ChatGPT. Even I know that.
I said, let's talk about a hypothetical patient.
Duh.
Here's his results, blah, 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 blah. Then you can have a real conversation about it. If you ask it to like help you with a diagnosis, I know that it will say that it can't do that. You silly, dumb, goofy, fucking...
He's probably using 3.5 as well.
Such a dumb moron.
God, he probably is using 3.5.
He absolutely would.
It's hard for me not to get super pissed. And again, it's important to remember, he kept this up all month. Till today. Kept it up this whole time. Okay?
Fact, which Ethan had to ignore to get to this point. And from this point on is when Ethan Klein runs with this ChatGPT lupus diagnosis. Very quickly, let's talk about what lupus is.
Oh, God.
Boring.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that can affect rashes, fever,
Are they going to watch all this? Fucking hell, man. That's boring, isn't it?
worsening, invariability, physical exam,
Alright,
Oh,
skip
and
it,
just
skip
like
it,
Ethan,
skip
I
it,
also
skip it.
forgot to mention it affects 90% women, being 2 to 3 times more prevalent.
We have
So
mentioned that
lying.
so many times. So many times.
He's obviously lying. This is a girly disease. This is for the girls only.
Every time we talked about it, we talked about it.
A juice cleanse is what the NYPD were doing in those tunnels.
It's mostly women
Lupus
that
is like, hi, girl. I see you, girl.
It was also misogynistic of you to think you have it.
True.
Women, I was doing women glory.
You were manspreading.
You were stealing the lupus valor from the girlies.
Oh, that's not right.
That's not right.
No, that's fucked up.
among African American, Hispanic / Latina, Asian American.
Oh, you're
Native
racist
American,
today, dude.
and other Pacific Islander women.
Well, no, what I said earlier is, can you just imagine for a second if it was a Catholic church that had these tunnels underneath it?
And among the white women. With all that being said, now that you know a little bit about what lupus is, let's go back to someone who admittedly doesn't know what lupus is.
I don't even know what the fuck lupus is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you said it.
Checkmate.
What a liar.
Here I am being super transparent and upfront about everything. Lupus symptoms. I wasn't really. I'll take lupus over fucking cancer. Lupus symptoms includes muscle and joint pain, no. Fever, no. Rashes, sometimes they get on my face, but it's been going on for a while. Chest pain, no. Hair loss, I mean, look at me. Sun or light sensitivity, no. Kidney problems, mouth sores, prolonged or extreme fatigue. Anemia, I don't have anemia in the blood test. Memory problems.
Oh, weird.
I have no symptoms. Wow. Because so ChatGPT is like, because you have no symptoms, like leukemia and lupus.
What is this? Wowee. Damn. We've got a New Year's cull. It looks like Discord are also getting rid of employees too. Discord is laying off 70% of its staff.
Lupus usually are accompanied with symptoms, and it's hard for me to.
So what could it be? That's crazy.
Ela? That's a phenomenal question to ask.
You know,
Don't talk to me.
Yo!
This dumb idiot masquerading as a medical professional while criticizing me for the same thing. If you know anything about lupus, dummy, the one thing that I've heard over and over again through this journey from people with lupus is that it takes a really long time to get a diagnosis because it's a strange illness. It manifests in all kinds of different ways, and it's extremely difficult to get that diagnosis. Most people, it takes them years and years to get the official lupus diagnosis, you scumbag loser. I hate him. I do. It's just so mean. And
Yeah,
bro,
I guess I know.
Bro,
It's more personal for you because it's about you. I guess.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like it's so utterly embarrassing
mean.
in like a funny way. But for you, like, yeah, I mean, this is your life, and you are ill with something, and you're trying to figure it out.
And it's like an open book. You can see he says everything. He says, I don't know what lupus is. I don't even have the symptoms. I'm just nervous about this thing that's happening. And it's like, it's crazy.
I wasn't like, I'm so sick. Can I get donations, please?
Right.
Oh my God. The thing is, like, you put this out at 125,000 views. It wasn't all hate. You had like 5 or 10,000 likes. So there is people on the internet that watched this fucking video and believed what you said. In your so-called apology, you said, I apologize to everyone. Who are you apologizing to and for what, dummy? I can teach you how to make a good apology. I'm the
Right.
best
10
at it.
out of 10.
Oh my God, man.
Anyway.
What could it be? With most lupus diagnoses being based
I'm sure there's other stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I can watch. I thought I was going to watch this whole thing, and I said I was going to, but the lupus stuff's getting a bit boring. Is there good bits in this that I can skip to? Because this is a bit much. Did anyone watch this?
based off of symptoms, and according to Ethan, he has none whatsoever. You would think this would be the end of the AI lupus diagnosis, but boy, is that wrong.
I have a rash and chronic fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. They've been going absolutely ham on this guy. Dude, they've been going crazy on this dude. There's loads of clips. They've fucking been out running him ragged. I watched Jake here as well as on H3. So when I saw his Make an Expose video, I remember that he wanted to collab with people in the video when he was ranking cancelled YouTubers.
H3. Well, I know a bunch of people who are hired there, and I would like to go on the show at some point to promote my nonprofit. Whoa! They disappeared off the list. How'd that happen? Anyways, off to the
What is this?
Here's a comment on a dance video I posted. Sick dancing. Hope a tick didn't crawl up your ass and give you fake Lyme disease again. Huh? Fake Lyme disease? Here's a comment on a dance video
The absolute irony.
I've been sick my entire life. Ever since I was 3 years old, I've been in and out of the hospital with no cure in sight. I was misdiagnosed for a decade. Doctors said that I was faking being sick, and I lost friends and family in the process. Nobody believed me, but I always knew something was wrong. When I was 13,
Ooh, could he be faking? H3 sub has been going in on him about his chronic Lyme. Is it fake? Well, I had to say yes, because I think all chronic stuff is fake, but I don't know, like, genuinely, is it? What is this? In this clip, Dolittle actually admits that the doctor who diagnosed and treated him was a quack. What?
His name's Charles Ray Jones, and he's very, very controversial in medical stuff.
Can't actually prove. Curious.
I don't know much about it. So chronic Lyme disease is where you get Lyme disease, and then you go on to say that it's a long-term thing affecting you, but there's no way to check or test for that, right?
Because Lyme is not seen as being real, he was sued by the state of, or prosecuted by the state of Connecticut because he was giving medication not giving medication. He was giving people medication before insurance approved it.
Okay.
Because insurance does not... So
that would be considered malpractice, I guess?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Insurance doesn't approve... I believe that's the story. Insurance doesn't approve most Lyme stuff because it's not physical and you can't see it.
Right.
And so he was just giving it because he's like, I know this will fucking help you. Like, I don't care.
Which is...
Bro, that sounds fucked. Some doctor was dishing out drugs without a necessary need. That's been confirmed. Am I understanding that correctly? The treatment is antibiotics for life. Yeah, but antibiotics, your body can get used to them. It's why, generally speaking, if you've got like a sickness that may require antibiotics, they want to see if you can fight it first. Like in the UK, for example, they say if you've got a cough, you need to wait, I think, for a week, I believe, before you phone the doctor, because they want to see if it will clear up by itself. Anyway, I don't know much about it, so... In this clip, Jake Dolittle claims to have Lyme disease. While Lyme disease is real and temporary condition treated with antibiotics, what he describes as chronic Lyme, which does not exist.
How do I make money off depressed people? Buy yourself a chronic Lyme Monster energy drink.
Thank you for the super chat. Are they really? Yeah, in the UK, we're very anal about it. Is that a cost-cutting measure? Maybe somewhat. Like, they don't want to be dishing out antibiotics left, right, and centre because that obviously costs money to the NHS. Because especially for older people, they'll have exceptions to paying the prescription fee. But in the UK, you have to pay, what is it, £9 or something like that? It's like $12. If you get prescribed the medicine, you just pay the prescription fee, which is like $12, $13. And any medication that you're prescribed, you'll get for that, basically. Could be anything. Could be, fucking aspirin, blood thinner. Would normally buy that out of pocket. But anyway, you see my point. So I don't know how much antibiotics cost, but obviously the NHS subsidizes for more expensive medications. Sorry to rub it in. Anyway, the reality is that, yeah, the body can become resistant to antibiotics. So in the UK, at least, they try and restrict it to more serious infections that will not be beaten without antibiotics, right? Whereas in the US, it sounds like they're handed out more regularly. I don't know for sure, but Anyway, I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't know if I can know. Jake Dolittle claims to have Lyme disease, chronic Lyme, which does not exist. All the science points to this not being a real illness, and there's no evidence to back it up.
I might be a cynical bitch, but I still love to consume the occasional wholesome nugget that I can find on the internet, like cute animals doing cute things and feel-good stories and...
Whoa, hang on, whoa. So, wait. It's all hitting me like a fucking truck right now, okay? So, we're saying that there's an argument at least, that this guy is just full of it. And he's acting like he's got this disorder which maybe doesn't even fucking exist officially. Am I understanding this correctly? So all of this shtick about how Ethan Klein is like taking the lupus glory, he might be completely bullshitting about his condition.
Hell, even the occasional cute human baby. I recently saw a Twitter post that got a whole lot of attention for its wholesomeness, and it really made me happy. It was Lil Nas X, already an incredibly wholesome person, telling somebody that he would pay off $20,000 in medical debt. All of the comments on the post were, of course, celebrating his great charity. And then I looked...
Oh, I off on a slightly different tangent. I saw the Lil Nas X Christian stuff, right? And I saw people complaining about it. And I'm a atheist, so I don't really care one way or another that much. But I hate how one-sided it is. It's so done at this point. Like, yeah, we get it. Fuck Jesus. You know, we're going to take the Lord's name in vain and shit like that. You know, I don't have a problem with it, obviously, because I'm an atheist, but it's just like so done. Oh my God, dude. Come on, I get it, yeah. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I keep seeing people that are like, oh, Christians, there are people who are like, oh, Christians get so upset by this, don't they? Oh, look, Christian, are you mad, Christians? If you draw a picture of Muhammad, they'll chop your fucking head off. Bro, are you serious right now? You're having a pop at the Christians so upset they get about something, right? If you even draw an image of Muhammad, they'll fucking slaughter you. Look what happened at Charlie Hebdo. It's fucking crazy to me. I feel like we've forgotten about Charlie Hebdo all of a sudden. Those fuckers got shot in their office because they drew pictures of Muhammad. And yet we're fucking like, all Christians getting a bit upset, are we, over this? Bro, Christians are more or less done with it as well. I think they're just accepting the fact that people are just going to mock their fucking religion and shit, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it inherently because why would I care? I'm an atheist. It's a safe, edgy shit. I hate this safe, edgy shit so much, man.
Looked to see who he was giving the money to and what that debt was for. Turns out it was going to a boy named David who needed help conquering Lyme disease. And that seemed odd because America is one of the worst industrialized nations in the world when it comes to affordable healthcare, but spending more than $20,000.
I mean, that is an example of a trite, soy statement to me. Even though I agree. I agree with the healthcare stuff. I agree 100% with the lefties on healthcare. In terms of like a state-offered solution, I think is essential to a civilized nation existing, right? I think there must be a state option to provide healthcare, like the NHS or some other alternative, right? But I still just roll my eyes when I hear people say it, even though I agree with it, right? You're a fool then. Is it really foolish to think that there should be state-provided healthcare alongside a private option? Is that really foolish? I don't know, man. I think that's like a pretty reasonable take. And a lot of civilized nations already provide that perfectly adequately.
For Lyme disease is insane. Generally, what happens is you find a tick or that bullseye rash left.
Yeah, I don't agree with getting rid of private. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the lefties on that. That's why I had to clarify. I don't agree with I think both can exist in tandem with each other. So you've got the choice.
By the tick bite. You see a doctor, they check over your symptoms. They might do a simple test to look for antibodies to confirm you have Lyme. And then you take antibiotics for 2 to 3 weeks. 200 milligrams of doxycycline per day for 3 weeks. It'd be 42 pills, which would come to less than $50. Even if you go to the ER and see a doctor with no insurance, it's still going to be less than $500. So how did this family rack up more than $20,000 in medical?
Wait, sorry. Anyway, I'm more focused about how glorious the NHS is. Let me go back a bit. Sorry.
Insane. Generally, what happens is you find a tick or that bullseye rash left by the tick bite. And you see a doctor, they check over your symptoms. They might do a simple test to look for
Oh, yeah. No. Because, yeah, that is true. You can get this Lyme's disease from ticks. I remember that, learning about that at school or something. But Lyme's disease is real. Okay, that part is real.
Bodies to confirm you have Lyme, and then you take antibiotics for 2 to 3 weeks. 200 milligrams of doxycycline per day for 3 weeks. It'd be 42 pills, which would come to less than $50. Even if you go to the ER and see a doctor with no insurance, it's still going to be less than $500. So how did this family rack up more?
Really, a course of antibiotics is $50. Fuck, that's crazy. You could get the most hardest, craziest fucking prescription you could think of in the UK, and it will just be like $13. Bro, sorry, I don't mean to brag, but I know it's like doesn't seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but fucking hell, man. Price of freedom. $280 a month. That is expensive to me, and now you're telling me about what, $980? Fuck me. ADHD meds, $280 a month. Fuck no. Bro, talking about $50 like it's expensive is stupid. No, the point I'm making is I would pay $12 for a prescription. So $50 is expensive to me compared to what I pay, right? And then people are telling me, well, no, there's drugs that are even more than that. Obviously, I could afford to spend $50 on a prescription, but I would feel like I'm paying over the odds if I had to pay that because of how crazy cheap it is in the UK for that sort of thing. Anyway, let's hope you don't get cancer.
Than $20,000 in medical debt. It's because David doesn't actually have Lyme disease. His family claims he has chronic neurological Lyme disease, and I'm happy to inform you and David and his family that that does not actually exist. Congratulations, David, you're cured. Okay, I'm not actually that happy about it. It's pretty terrible. Chronic Lyme is a made-up disorder. Real Lyme disease does sometimes leave people
Chronic, she's just fucking, Jesus, going crazy.
Experiencing lingering pain after treatment. And that could mean they might need a second course of antibiotics, or it just means they have to live with the occasional inflammations. But those inflammations are not caused by an active infection. It's called post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome. And doctors aren't really sure what it is exactly, but they think it might be an autoimmune reaction, which occasionally happens after many diseases or injuries are.
What's your tax rate? The first £12,000 of money that you earn is you don't pay tax on, and then after that it's what, 20-something%?
Successfully treated. With chronic Lyme, though, people claim that they are plagued by an active infection. It was most likely originally invented by frustrated people who had a collection of vague symptoms like fatigue and headache and muscle aches.
Yes, you pay VAT on everything, yeah.
And so they concoct.
But the thing is, we pay VAT on stuff, but like comparative to, say, I mean, California I know is quite expensive, but it's not actually that crazy when you start to work it all out, right? It's all comparable. I don't know, to be honest with you, because obviously I've never had a paycheck in America and seen what the taxation looks like. So I don't know. And it's weird now because it used to be when you get a paycheck in the UK from a company, obviously it's called pay as you earn. It's all calculated for you. But now I just make money and then I put figures in at the end of the year and they go, oh, this is how much tax you owe. So I don't fucking know. It's weird. So it's difficult now. But I don't know. So in America, you get more bang for your buck, would you say? Let's say $3,000. Okay, let's put it like this. I know it's different state to state. $3,000, say, right? How much of that would you get in like the best state for tax and the worst state for tax, roughly? Would you think?
Concocted this story for why they weren't feeling good. There was no evidence that they had any particular disease, so that gets added into the diagnosis. Can't find any disease, but you've got all these symptoms, it must be chronic Lyme. And then predators capitalized on that by selling treatment for something that doesn't actually exist. Every major medical association in the world agrees that chronic Lyme is not real and that patients are either sick with some undiagnosed disease or they're simply collecting the symptoms of modern life together, the problems that come from getting older or having a poor diet or not getting enough sleep. Thanks to the internet, people who think they have chronic Lyme can find one another and then find Lyme literate doctors. That's what they call it. These are medical professionals who either dismiss all current scientific findings that show that this disease isn't real, or they know it's not real, but they charge people through the nose for treatment anyway.
Is this woman spitting facts right now? She is like destroying the guy's... I mean, she's not talking about the guy. This is from 4 years ago. But she's like popping off, man. Jesus Christ. Destroying the guy's whole concept of life.
David's family says that their Lyme literate doctor is charging them $1,200 a month for copays, doctor visits, blood tests, and multiple medications.
Lyme literate doctor. I mean, that, what's it called? It's like they're shopping, like, is it diagnosis shopping? It's just kind of like that, isn't it? So this idea that he got diagnosed or helped by some quack is not that far removed from the truth. Wait, this fits in perfectly with the clip we just watched. Listen. Listen to what she's talking about and listen to him explain it again.
His name's Charles Ray Jones, and he's very, very controversial in medical stuff because Lyme is not seen as being real. He was sued by the state of, or prosecuted by the state of Connecticut because he was giving medication not giving medication. He was giving people medication before insurance approved it.
Okay.
Because insurance does not...
So that would be considered malpractice, I guess?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Insurance doesn't approve... I believe that's the story. Insurance doesn't approve most Lyme stuff because it's not physical and you can't see it.
Right.
And so he was just giving it because he's like, I know this will fucking help you. Like, I don't care.
Which is...
You're 96.
I reckon this is probably relevant to this guy. That what she's talking about now. Is he just a total fucking fraud or something? So he's found some doctor that's given him the right treatment, which is just bullshit snake oil shit, basically.
David's family say that he developed chronic Lyme not after a tick bite, but after he had pneumonia, and said that he's been fatigued ever since. His doctor had him tested for chronic Lyme, whatever that means. There is no known test because it's not a real disease. And the tests were positive according to the International Lyme and Associated Disease Association standards. The International Lyme and Associated Diseases Association not only has the worst name ever, but it was set up by people who think that they have chronic Lyme as a way to legitimize chronic Lyme. The family says he now suffers from the following symptoms: moderate headaches, weakness and numbness in his legs, tremors and muscle spasms in his hands and feet, noise sensitivity and constant ringing in his ears, vertigo and poor balance, intermittent facial paralysis, rapid pulse, insomnia, and extreme fatigue. They say that they're treating him for the main Lyme bacteria, Borrelia, as well as co-infections with Babesia, Bartonella, and a yet-to-be-determined fungal co-infection. In addition to scientists being unable to find any evidence that chronic Lyme exists, they've also found that antibiotics simply don't fix the symptoms that patients complain about. And not only does the disease not exist and the treatment not work, but by convincing people like David that they have chronic Lyme disease, a real disease may be going untreated. This past January, researchers published a case study on a woman who went to the internet and diagnosed herself with chronic Lyme. She had actually had real Lyme from a tick bite when she was 10, but she decided that it was chronic Lyme hanging around. And so she started taking regular antibiotics at the age of 19. By the time she was 23, the antibiotics had given her drug-induced lupus, which resulted in a stroke, heart failure, and...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think you can't just take antibiotics constantly. My understanding is, yeah, it's quite a powerful medication that you take, you know, you can't just continuously take it. Surely not. I don't know. Your body becomes resistant and stuff, I thought. I don't know enough about it though, but that's my understanding.
And swelling in her heart and lungs. She took her lupus drugs.
I mean, this person clearly had some problems from taking fucking antibiotics a lot, didn't they?
For a few months, and it was going well, but eventually she decided that the doctors were wrong about the lupus diagnosis, because, you know, it's never lupus, and she stopped taking those medications and went back to taking antibiotics for her chronic Lyme. She got renal failure by the time she was 25. She managed to hang on until 37, at which point she died of multiple organ failure. And why? All because the internet convinced her that she had a disease that doesn't actually exist. I hope that the same doesn't happen to David. And I hope that Lil Nas X, who is a goddamn saint, throws his vast amounts of wealth at a better cause in the future. I know it's hard enough to suddenly have millions of dollars and not know what...
Okay. This is... She could be talking about Jake Dolittle, except for the death. It is funny. Some retard self-diagnosing and taking antibiotics to death. Yes, I'm afraid to tell you that's hilarious to me, and I can't stop myself from laughing, okay? Okay. All the science points to this not being real. The following video is a great quick summary of how much of a scam the whole chronic Lyme thing is. Lyme literate doctors are either dumb or are literally trying to scam people and give expensive treatments for a fake disease. I feel bad for Jake because I'm sure some treatments have helped, but the majority of his treatments are a huge scam. Shit doctors hear of idiots claiming chronic Lyme and see dollar signs. It's insane that Jake would go off on Ethan for misdiagnosing himself when Jake's diagnosis is 100% fake. Oof. That's going to be a heckin' oof for me. So not only did he get absolutely wrecked by H3, but the community also wrecked him for apparently having a fake disorder. Jake's doctor who diagnosed him has appeared in Scientology propaganda. Oh no. No! Bro! Charles Ray Jones, MD, is a long-time quack who is notorious for abusing children with dangerous, long-term antibiotics regimes. He was twice disciplined for misconduct by the Connecticut Medical Examining Board. Medical child abuse is a rampant problem in the alternative universe of chronic Lyme. Charles Ray Jones appeared in the Scientology propaganda documentary Making a Killing. Scientology is a dangerous cult that many similarities to the cult of chronic Lyme. In the anti-psychiatry documentary, Jones says, I have in my practice children who are misdiagnosed as having ADD, ADHD, who really have Lyme disease. Lyme literate child abuser disciplined twice. Bro. And this guy, what did he say about this guy? He was talking positively about him, wasn't he? Is there more context I'm missing? It sounds like he was praising him.
His name's Charles Ray Jones, and he's very, very controversial in medical stuff because Lyme is not seen as being real. He was sued by the state of
So this dude, this is so rich, isn't it? This dude was having to go at Ethan for jokingly talking about his medical diagnoses on stream. And yet here he is, shilling some quack. Are you serious right now? That's crazy. He's here shilling some fucking quack bullshit whilst trying to shit on Ethan. And he's got this org that he does too, where apparently he helps people out.
Prosecuted by the state of Connecticut because he was giving medication not giving medication. He was giving people medication before insurance approved it.
Okay.
Because insurance does not...
So that would be considered malpractice, I guess?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Insurance doesn't approve...
malpractice, guys.
Insurance doesn't approve most Lyme stuff because it's not physical and you can't see it.
Right.
And so he was just giving it because he's like, I know this will fucking help you. Like, I don't care.
Which is...
You're 96.
This guy needs a full fucking audit as far as I'm concerned. So he's collecting money for people with chronic disorders and he's got one that apparently doesn't even fucking exist. pushing some quack bullshit doctor. You know, and the whole point of his org is giving money to people that need it, that apparently are too ill. Is that what it was? Insurance doesn't approve X because it's not physical. Then how's... Well, I think the point he's making is it's not considered a real condition. Or there's not a physiological thing that you can point to that would allow you to say that Lyme disease is happening. Obviously, they look at mental health differently, don't they? Where's this guy's channel? I think this guy could be a bit of a... I hope these people dig more. This guy could be a complete fraud. Possibly. Allegedly. I don't know one way or another.
Today, I'm going to...
Here we go. Never stop. See, this is why... Oh my God. I'm so correct about the chronic thing, man. This is what I'm saying to you. You've got a bunch of lazy fucks that don't have anything wrong with them, that act like there is something wrong with them to excuse their complete lack of participation in society. Thank you for the membership. So now they've got a little slush fund that they can go to try and fucking solicit money they're not entitled to live their pathetic existence on a bit longer. A bit like being a streamer, when you think about it, really, isn't it? No! I'm being hyperbolic. I'm being hyperbolic, okay?
Yeah.
I still have the rash, and I feel like super fatigued, honestly. Especially over like this last weekend, I felt like it can't be normal to feel like this energyless. Like it's just so hard to will myself to stand up and do anything. Because at first it was like my blood platelets were super high and my white blood cells were super high.
And that means one of those?
Not super high, I guess, but it was above the normal. And my original general doctor was like, it could be that you just have high values on that, and it's fine. So you can see my platelets are pretty high, 530. A certain type of white blood cell is just a little bit high, just a little bit over the norm. Get down to the trispate. This one stressed me out because it's almost double the normal range. Hopefully the doctors are listening. The anatiter one fucked me up. It says the normal
I love how
value
he says you're doing this for content. Like this is exhilarating content right here. Going through your lab results one by one.
In 1 to 40 and 1 to 80, mine is 1 to 320. The lab that did this, they wrote an exclamation in red after this shit.
So did he give you a reasoning why, or
not yet? He says it's not a very high elevation.
Okay, right. There's one more thing anyway I wanted to watch, so I think we'll call it day there. Unless there's something I'm missing. It was funny to see that he was like a Scorn fan. That bit was good, but other than that, it's just normal. Your normal shit on the guy shtick. I'm glad I covered that when it was hot. That was funny to watch. That guy bang on about Ethan Klein ripping off his audience.